Hi everyone, I am Elizabeth Hodges and I'll be presenting on Brenner Fit by Wake Forest Baptist in North Carolina. I would like to begin this presentation by stating their mission statement, which is to help everyone enjoy cooking, eating, and playing. So they have a slogan that says cook, eat, play, repeat, and I'd like to elaborate on each of those just a little. So, cook refers to cooking meals together as a family, which is crucial in bonding, and it just makes the whole meal experience so much better. Um, when cooking these meals, making sure that they're nutritious, obviously. Um, Eat refers to eating 3 meals a day, eating 1 to 2 snacks a day, and when eating, not experiencing any distractions and just enjoying eating in general. Play refers to the physical activity aspect, which could be indoor or outdoor, involving your mind and your body. It's important to involve the whole family in these activities because family activities make it so much more valuable. The repeat aspect involves making a routine of all 3 previously mentioned ones. It's pretty easy to slip into old habits, but once you create a routine, it makes it a lot more difficult. Um, Something that separates Brenner's from other programs is that they offer support groups, and one of those is for diabetes. Diabetes is an underlying condition of obesity that's very common, and so that's very good to know is that they do have support groups for it. Brenner's is the first and most comprehensive pediatric obesity program in North Carolina, which is quite the accomplishment. The director of this program is Joseph Skelton, MD. He is a pediatric gastroenterologist and a national obesity expert. There's a quote that I would like to read that the physician in chief of the hospital said about him, John S. Abramson. He said, "We are very excited about Dr. Skelton's arrival. He has a national reputation for his work with pediatric obesity and is doing novel research in the area of childhood obesity." So the reputation that follows Skelton is very good. He is very qualified for this position. Um, he is a great addition to this team of Brenner Fit. And when asked about Brenner Fit, he stated, "The Brenner Fit program will provide comprehensive, holistic, family-centered medical treatment for morbidly obese patients in the region." Besides the program, research is being done in and outside of the program. So within the program, a lot of statistics of improvement of patients, they're being taken, but there's also being research done in the community looking at different environmental factors and such, different factors involving obesity outside of the community too. But there's also community outreach going on, which one of them is learning labs, which is essentially community education classes. It addresses many health topics. Of course, the first one that's taught is on childhood obesity. And there's also a program called Cole's Cooks to Go. And Brenner's Fit has partnered with Cole's to essentially make bagged meals, but put the ingredients to make meals in the bag instead of making pre-made meals, so that each family has to spend time together by cooking them and you're getting that experience from them. So an example of what you might get in these bags is canned chicken, mac and cheese, pasta, beans, rice, canned fruit, canned vegetables, oil, and spice, and then you go and make those at home. But they also include activity idea handouts and items to support families playing together inside and outside the home, which I think is pretty great that they include those because families do need to do physical activity outside of the house together. So the 1-year program is located at Amos Cottage, Winston-Salem. To qualify for this 1-year program, you have to be in the 95th percentile for weight in your age and gender. You also have to have family involvement, so it's required to get the family involved in this program with you. It's not just you, all of you are in it together. You have to be from the ages of 2 to 18, and you also have to get a referral from your doctor or your pediatrician to be able to get into the program. The team includes physicians, family counselors, registered dietitians, social workers, activity specialists, and a physical therapist, and each of these team members play a crucial part in meeting the goal of this program for each patient. It's available in English or Spanish. There's 2 physicians, and one does the Spanish program and one does the English program. How to pay is a frequently asked question when looking into this program. And essentially, it acts as a traditional doctor's office. So your insurance, including Medicaid, is billed twice for doctor's visits. So it's not like too unreasonable of a price. Insurance does cover it for the most part. This program has changed in the last couple months. Obviously, coronavirus has affected the way that it works. So as of now, you get a letter in the mail after you have been approved to be in the program, and that letter will tell you what you need to do, what your next steps are, the layout of the program, things you just need to know, general information. And then after that, you will attend Brenner Fit 101, which is like an introduction course to the program. And then after that, you'll start the actual treatment, which you'll do one in-person initial visit with pediatrician and activity specialist. Then you'll do a virtual initial visit with a dietitian and family counselor. And then you will do 6 virtual follow-up team visits, and then an in-person 6-month medical review visit with a pediatrician. So after that, the team will kind of evaluate how you've done, your progress, and then they'll have a sit down with your family and decide what the next steps are. The program is 1 year, but they can extend the program a little bit if they need to. It's whatever is best for your family and for you. There's also another program called Brenner Fit Academy, which is different, and it's also at a different location in Wilkesboro. It's a condensed 6-month program, so it's less extensive as the 1-year program, but it's supported by Coles Cares as well. They are partnered on this project together. You have to be 2 to 18, just like the other program, and you'll talk about nutritional aspects, parenting discipline. Parents will learn what to give their kids to eat. You'll basically get the same information as the other program. It's just going to be shorter and condensed. The approaches for both these programs are pretty much the same. They're through Brenner Fit Family Habit Change, which is very important, and each of these aspects are very important as well. So the first one is getting reliable info, and that includes fad diets and cures. This is a problem in America. People aren't necessarily looking into the scientific aspects and information on fad diets, so they just go for it with what social media is saying, which is not what you should do. A lot of them aren't backed up by scientific evidence. Focusing on our behaviors rather than counting calories and exercise. So calories is a very controversial subject. You don't necessarily have to cut them. What calorie count for you is going to be so different than somebody else's. So don't just try to cut your calories. You may not be getting enough nutrients that you need. You just need to focus on getting healthy. The next one is finding physical activities that your whole family can enjoy. This could be like going to the park together, playing board games together, like Twister, something that involves activity, going on family walks. There's a lot of things that your whole family can do together, and then you'll get a lot out of it. Rather than just exercise, you'll get family support as well, which is another thing, supporting each other. Support is very needed in this program because without it, it's hard to get through it. The last one is making small changes that will last a lifetime. So after this program, you don't just want to slip back into your old habits. That kind of counteracts all of the hard work that you've done. It's just not ideal. I would like to read some of the clinical research that they have done within the program and on the program. So 65% of children improve weight status in the first stage of treatment, so it works pretty fast. After graduating from Brenner Fit, most children maintain their new weight status and more than half keep improving. And this is kind of what I talked about in slipping into old habits. So most people aren't, which is amazing. Children show significant improvement in triglyceride and cholesterol levels during treatment, which is a few of those underlying medical conditions that obesity brings. Children from different racial and ethnic groups and geographical locations are equally successful, which is good to know. Brenner Fit families who complete their treatment show improvement in healthy eating behaviors. They start eating breakfast. They'll eat snacks regularly 1 to 2 times a day. They'll eat all 3 meals. Their family aspects will start changing for the better. Overall, it's just a good experience for the whole family, not just for the patient. They also are the only program that offers adolescent bariatric surgery program, which is basically where it's only for morbidly obese teens, but it's when they aren't improving and they're doing everything they can to improve. They have to be in the program 4 to 6 months before it's even on the table, but this is the only program that does offer that specific surgery. So overall, I found this program to be the best of all the ones that I've looked at. I personally believe that Skelton has led a great program, and he has just led it beyond what he thought it was going to be. The community outreach is great. I've actually heard of this program before I started doing research on other programs. They're very well known in communities. I may be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure that they get to interact with people in other programs outside of the obesity program. The website has a lot of information on it, and if you go through it and scroll through each tab, the information is laid out very nicely. You can find out pretty much anything you want. They have a question and answer tab that was very useful. There was at least 10 questions on there that they answered in detail. They were popular questions that people asked. They allow you to contact them. They have contact information on their page, but you do have to go through a doctor and get a referral before you can get into the program. And that's something that a lot of people don't realize, is that you have to have a referral to get into this program. You can't just contact them and be like, hey, can I have a place in this program? But like I said, Corona has affected a lot of the aspects of this program. I'm sure it was different a few months ago, but since then, a lot of it has shifted virtually, and it's impacted like interaction between different families in the program. But there is a lot of things that have came good from this program. There's also a tab on the website that shows personal stories through the program, and there's a few of those. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that it was very beneficial and you were able to get a lot out of it. But Brenner Fit seems to be one of the best programs that you can choose from. Thank you for listening.